Hey, man. Hey. Hey, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, fatty. Hey. Hey. Hey, fat man. Fat daddy. Fat daddy. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hi. 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 Hi, man. Hey. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Free, and I'm back today with a postpartum update. So, I had my baby on August 15th, and he is now exactly 7 weeks as of today, a month and a half, whatever is easiest for you to remember. And it's been quite the journey. This has been a new experience and a very challenging and difficult experience as a first-time mom and not having experience in this area, so it's been very difficult. I've been going through a roller coaster of emotions, and it's just been so hard. It's just a learning experience, and I've had breakdowns multiple times. It's the baby would cry and cry and cry, and I try to comfort him, and I didn't know what was wrong, so I kind of break down about that. My husband would be right there. He'll take over from there and tell me that I need to let other people help. So, and I've been taking a lot of things out on him, and I noticed that, and I feel bad for that because I was taking my frustration out on him, not realizing it, but we talked about it, and things are getting better now. But it was just like, I just don't know what to do, what else to do. And it was like, I felt like I was losing. I still feel like, I've lost myself, because everything that I do is basically for him. I'm trying to explain it the best way that I can. Like, I couldn't do the things that I used to do, just being in the house with the baby 24/7, breastfeeding, which is overwhelming by itself, having a newborn, recovering from a C-section. It was a lot, and not being able to get out, and my husband being able to still do the things that he did before pregnancy. I was kind of jealous of that and envious of that, because I couldn't do nothing. Like, I am the nurturer. Like, I'm supposed to be there 24/7, but the dad can have a normal life. So that kind of bothered me a little bit, and I was just always feeling jealous and just sad and depressed, and the baby blues is real. Like, I had the baby blues, and I still have breakdowns here and there 7 weeks in, and I'm trying my best, and it's just really hard. It is really hard. Even thinking about it right now, and I'm getting emotional, but I'm trying to have a glass of wine here and there. I read up on it, and you can have a glass of wine if you wait 2 hours before your next feeding session or before your next pumping session. You have to wait 2 hours. So now I'm trying to enjoy a glass of wine to unwind, but it's just very, very stressful. And it has affected my mood so much. I don't know what to call it. It's just hard. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's a different, overwhelming, exhausting experience, but it's all worth it. It's like a love-hate relationship. Like, I love my son, but I hate everything involved with the newborn. I hate breastfeeding. I hate being stuck in the house. I hate not being able to do the things that I used to do. I hate, I can't drink like I want. I hate having to just watch everything that I eat. I just hate everything about it that way. But I love my son. In the beginning, let's start from the beginning. In the beginning, he was crying and crying and crying. I didn't know what's wrong with him. I didn't know what was wrong with him. And as a mom, I felt like it was my job to figure it out, you know. So I just didn't want to hand him off. And my mom in the beginning would come in and be like, "Want me to get him?" And I'm like, "No, because I want to figure it out." My husband and I will both do the same thing. Like, no, we need to figure this out, you know, because it's our kid. You're not going to always be around. So we tried our best to figure it out. And we definitely have a baby that's a crier. He likes to be held all the time. When you put him down, you know, he cries. He can fall asleep. And as soon as we put him down, oh, it's over. He'll sleep in his bassinet for maybe an hour. He'll sleep in his little rocker thing for like an hour, but he sleeps the best or the longest with us. At first, it was because I'm breastfeeding, it was like every 2 hours he'll wake up, you know, but now he's averaging about 4 or 5 hours. So it's getting a little better 7 weeks into it. I'm still trying to develop a routine, you know, try to get him to know the difference between obviously day and night, because he sleeps more right now during the day. He's actually asleep right now. We try to wake him up during the day, but it's like hard because he just whines and cries all the time. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. You know, he's a good kid and he's a good baby, but he just cries and cries. I love him so much, but I'm just like, dude, would you just stop crying? I don't know what's wrong. Talk. I prefer kids when they're like 6 months to like and up. The infant stage, oh my gosh, I dread the infant stage. I just do not like it whatsoever at all. On to breastfeeding. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people just love breastfeeding. Like, I'm in about 2 or 3 breastfeeding support groups on Facebook, and so many people post like, I love breastfeeding so much. I'm so in love with breastfeeding. It gives me the opportunity to bond with my baby. And I'm just sitting over here like, I hate it. Like, I hate everything about breastfeeding. Granted, like, I'm doing it solely for the health of my baby. You know, it's beneficial to him. So for him, I would do it. You know, I absolutely hate it. I hate sitting there and pumping, and you know, in the beginning it was every hour to hour and a half he needed to eat. That was like the first month he needed to eat. So every hour and a half I was putting him on the boob, you know, and it was just overwhelming. It was an inconvenience, and it's still an inconvenience when you got milk dripping out every 2 hours, or every time you turn around. Every time I got to get in the shower, the hot water, like, you know, makes my letdown happen, or whatever you want to call it. And it's just an inconvenience. I don't know if I'm the only one out there that hate it and just do it for the kid. But when people are like, it gives you the opportunity to bond with your baby. Yes, he stares at me when he's sucking on my boob, but it's like weird for me. I just don't love it. Like, I can bond with him in other ways besides breastfeeding. Like 7 weeks in, breastfeeding for 7 weeks, solely, exclusively breastfeeding. And in the beginning, it was a struggle trying to get some milk saved. You know, people got their little stashes in the freezer and stuff. And I started that. But I've been seeing videos where people are exclusively breastfeeding and still pumping like 1,000 ounces a day. Like, I watched the YouTube videos several times about that, and I'm just like, how is that possible? I'm lucky if I get 5 ounces in one sitting. It's usually like I have to pump maybe 2 ounces here, come back, pump again 2 ounces here, and 2 ounces again just to save 1 bag. Like, I'm at this point saving 1 or 2 bags a day while exclusively breastfeeding, you know. So it's a struggle. I don't know how. I got my stash. It's probably like 50 bags of 4 or 5 ounces in there, but there's no way I'm pumping 1,000 ounces a day. And I wanted to save some just for when I go back to work next month in November, just so he has some milk, because I am considering supplementing with formula, because I really don't think I'm gonna produce enough milk. and I just don't want to be pumping all the time. Like, you know, it's just annoying. I don't know. To me, I just rather not do that. But the doctor recommended 50-50 if you give him formula. If you give him breast milk, don't go completely off, you know, supplement with formula. So I'm going to try that first. And I just hate that so many people in these breastfeeding groups, these people were like, it's breastfeed or die. Like, they are like pro breastfeed, where it's like kind of belittling people who do not breastfeed and have no choice but to use formula. I don't think any way is better than the other besides the benefits. I mean, I was raised on formula because my mom said her milk did not come in time. If you use formula, hey, it's still healthy. The baby is still healthy. The baby is still growing. The baby is still, you know, being normal at the checkups or whatever. So I don't know why people look down on formula. I live in California, and it's like California is a pro breastfeeding state. Like, the doctors, the pediatricians, they like, you have to breastfeed, you know. And when I discussed with the lactation consultant and the pediatrician about switching to formula or supplementing with formula, they kind of like gave me the side eye, and I'm like, what's the difference? Like, I came out okay. My husband came out okay. You know, people get raised or, you know, take formula and they're fine. Like, babies are fine with formula. One way is not better than the other. You know, they still have the same results. Breastfeeding is just natural. It, you know, so some people say if the baby is sick, the breast milk will help them, you know, like heal or whatever. And you can put breast milk on rashes on the face or cuts, and it'll heal it right away. And I did try that. My baby had baby acne, and I put some breast milk on there, and it did help it a little bit, but it didn't take it away. Like, so I'm back to my pre-pregnancy weight. I was like 154-ish before I got pregnant, and now I'm 150. You know, it kind of just dropped off on its own. I mainly wanted to breastfeed because I heard it helps you lose weight, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to breastfeed. So I did that, and it did help me lose weight. I think I've been wearing the little waist trainer thing here and there. Most of the time I forget, but I've been wearing the waist trainer thing, and that helped a lot. And I've been cleared to work out at my 6-week checkup, so I'm working out now. I started off, you know, just walking. As I was healing from my C-section, I was walking whenever, like 3 weeks I was walking outside, you know, walking to the grocery store, walking back, just walking, taking it very lightly. Now I've been cleared to work out, and I was going to the gym and doing resistance training, you know, weight training or whatnot, but it's just so boring, and I feel like I'm not working out when I'm just lifting weights, doing like 10 or 15, 20 reps of 3 exercises, or of 3 sets, you know, of all these different exercises or whatever. So I found this place, 9 Round Fitness, and it's a kickboxing workout. It's a circuit, 30 minutes. You go basically in a circle. They have a lot of boxing and kickboxing and resistant workouts. And the whole 30 minutes you're moving. Even during the rest, it's an active rest, like you're doing like jumping jacks or high knees or something. And that's just something that I prefer, something that I need, high intensity workouts to get me to sweat. Because if I'm just 10 reps here, rest, 10 reps there, rest, I don't get nothing out of that. Like, I'm not sweating. Like, my muscles are, you know, are getting fatigued, but it feels like I'm not working out. So I'm on this 9 Round Fitness thing now. But yeah, I told you I would show you my stomach, a little update about my stomach. So this is my stomach right now. And yes, I do have stretch marks, and it's kind of like the little tiny brain, but we're gonna get that tight and nice with this workout. So this I'm looking like 7 weeks postpartum and not even a week into working out, but yeah. You know, having kids just changes the dynamic of everything in your life. You know, like your friends and your family and everything else. Everything you want to do is like because of them. You know, doing something negative, you think about negatively impacting them or affecting them. You think about the type of friends you want to have. Like, I am now looking for mom friends. You know, I don't want the single friends that don't have any kids, that have nothing in common with me. No offense to them, but I would rather have friends that relate to me. I'm looking for those mom friends that are going through the same thing that I'm going through. You know, they could have 1 or 2 kids or 3 or 4, you know, just someone that I can relate to and talk to about, you know, about my issues, because it's been really hard. So if there are any moms out there, first time moms, second time, third time, whatever, like I'm 27, if you're around my age and you're in Sacramento, like let's link up so we can talk about some mom stuff. Go out for a drink, you know, leave your comment. If any subscribers that are in Sacramento and want to work out, link up with your girl. Like, let's do it, let's work out, let's, you know, get back in shape or whatever. I just want to say thank you to my new subscribers and everyone that's been leaving me positive comments, you know, congratulating me and or whatnot. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, and I needed to hear some of those positive comments going through this rough patch and baby blues and postpartum depression. It's real. Hi, Sai. Say hi. Say hi, me. Say hi. Hey, me. Hey, me. Hey, Pepe. Hi. Hi, fat man. Look at him. Already 14 pounds. Well, he's probably more than that. And he's only a month and a half. Hey, big man. Hey, big man. Hi. Hey, that's good. There goes that smile. Hey, man. Hey, fatty. Hey, fatty. Hey. Handsome man. Handsome man.